If we drifted, it's 25k.
There could be an ambush just around the corner, right?
Would you like to simulate turbulence? I'm like, no, we're good.
Crisis mode.
The reality of running an agency. It's incredibly exciting, but it can be very overwhelming. One of the things I've tried to do is put building blocks in place to create a system and a process that allows me personally to deal with a level of stress that I wouldn't have been able to otherwise. I think everyone can relate to the fact that the feeling of being overwhelmed at times and having different ways of processing and dealing with it. For me personally, it's very much looking inward and understanding that the body is a route to a more peaceful, balanced place. And understanding how you use it. You know, movement creates data, creates feeling, creates action, which creates understanding, and then you can actually figure your way out of a situation. I put myself through endurance sports for that, but that's just, that's just me.
So, how do I cope with stress? That's a good question. Creating spaces for yourself to create a bit of balance between your day-to-day and spaces where you feel like you can escape from the day-to-day, whether it's music, sports. It's always important to find that balance. Recently, I've been really enjoying cycling, and I feel like it just puts you in a really nice meditative flow state.
Toasty out there.
Bonjour. I think the community aspect of riding is something that I definitely enjoy. Just being outdoors and being active, but also still being able to connect with people and yeah, just like have a nice group that go out and ride together is pretty cool. I think it's definitely one of my favorite activities in the week, and it's pretty cool that we can get to do it with the team that we work with. I feel like it just increases the bond between everybody, and it's a really nice team activity. Look at this guy.
So it's my sister's car, so there's a lot of toys here. Pew, pew.
See you, man. Enjoy. Basically, what we wanted to do just today is run through the elements of the shoot that we've got prepared already in the presentation, and start making decisions around location and also cast members.
This project was for a confidential client. We work a lot with government and private entities, but this one in this case was a very special one. Had to keep everything very hush-hush. Got a 10-day lead time until we shoot. It's going to be a 4-day shoot back-to-back. A lot to get done in a very short amount of time. Roughly 70 casts as well that we need to be looking for, so it's full steam ahead. No sleep until after the shoot, but it's going to be a good one. If you've been in Dubai in the last 6 months, like you've seen the floods that we had, and that happened to have been right in the middle of my prep.
Yeah, he liked the reference.
I had 3 golf course options that all pulled out basically at the same time just because everything got flooded and there's just no backup.
This for me. All for you. All for you.
Yeah, mate. And
Senior Dia.
See you. Well,
You up?
snooze for like 20 minutes.
You're lying, bro.
It's a good thing we're rolling. It's funny actually. So Just Create was a live stream podcast, if you like, many years ago. So I can't remember the day, but every single week we used to go live on Facebook. And that was kind of a nice we had Q&As from people watching. And then that slowly started evolving into international podcast format, which is called Creator Sessions.
And we are back. It's been a minute, and we are joined by Mr. Ant Middleton. Ant is an author, an adventurer, ex-UK Special Forces, a family man, an all-round nice guy. And welcome to the show.
That's quite an intro. Thank you so much.
That was very much a summarized introduction, and you've achieved so much, you've done so much.
What doesn't kill you makes you.
And I looked around, I said to him,
I'm lost. Right, so that's what I said to them. I said to them, I'm lost, and they all started laughing. Right, so they're all around me, and they all start laughing. No, we're in a high,
there could be anything there.
situation. There could be an ambush just around the corner. Right? And I said I'm lost, and they all just started laughing. But that was a huge lesson for me in leadership, because I thought to myself, right, I've admitted, I've taken us to a certain point where I thought to myself, I can swallow my pride and probably get us out of here, or I could potentially let my ego take charge, lead us into an ambush, get 2 or 3 of us killed, and then have to live with that.
Yeah, I like this.
And then we'll get the close-ups here too. Day 1 of 4, it's the first scene here on set.
Everything's locked now, so now I can chill and let the creatives take over.
Where's our driver?
For the roles?
Okay, is he here?
No.
Okay, so we need the driver in the scene.
If we drifted, it's 25k.
We are shooting our main talent coming in. He's entering the car, going to take off for the day.
Where do you want to go? Airport? Hotel? Motel?
And then start the car. Yeah, no problem, no problem. It's okay. Yeah. Okay, that sequence was good, but we just need to start the car a little bit faster.
We don't really see you anyway. But if you want to wear a shirt just in case.
I think on shoots like this, it's always interesting to see how teams move together. It ends up being on day 1, everyone's getting to know each other, especially with new teams that we kind of put together for the project.
We are set.
On day 2 and day 3, it just becomes like a little village that just travels together into different locations.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, action. Let's see it. Clap. Nice. Oh. Keep going, keep going. Nice. Oh, there you go. Done.
What are you gonna do today, Jack? Trying out the new drone. Got the Inspire 3. Today's just more for the guys to get used to the gear, check out all the functionality of it, and put in some practice, get some additional hours in.
Let's try some gaps with that.
I'm really proud of for everyone involved. We really pulled this one together within a very short time frame, which is great. It's over the 4 days on sets, everything ran like clockwork.
It was ultimate buggy yesterday and ultimate boat today.
Yalla, let's go!
The boat scene was pretty interesting because we had this, in our mind, we wanted to imagine, a nice boat, traveling across the sea, very, very classic shot. Unfortunately, on that day, it was super choppy. And whatever we imagined, whatever we had on the storyboard came to life to a degree, but at a cost of a lot of people getting sick. Then you can cut to the... I need to look at this guy over there, struggling a little bit.
Oh, man.
Recently, we took a flight and went down to Neom, of course, one of the Giga projects in Saudi. We've been there to potentially be collaborating with Neom. We are working with them currently in specific areas, but we're looking to expand that relationship with them. So it's going to be a very exciting few quarters coming up. There was definitely a moment when we were flying, over the site and over the actual construction, and you see it and you're like, wow, this is really coming to life. So of course, we're super excited. We're in Neom. We're super excited to go in and have our meeting that we've been preparing for a very long time. But we arrived to the security check-in, and of course, I haven't filled the right documents. So that, and few of us actually were missed on an entry document from a security standpoint. So we had to wait outside for about 2 hours. Deal, what's happening in New York? So traveled all the way to Neom to just realize that I don't have my visa number, which means I actually cannot get in. So, yeah, classic.
So glamorous, this platform.
It's very.
Shona, did you get in?
I am the only one that got in so far.
So are you presenting the whole day?
Maybe.
We were kind of, having to reorganize. Okay, well, who's actually going to go in and present this? Can we dial in from the waiting room and present? But finally, we actually all made it through, and we had our meeting.
Welcome to the private airplane space.
Unfortunately, we can't move the plane, and we need to see the plane moving so we can get this moving.
We have to move the lights, Move the chair, not the piano. It's crisis mode.
I think Jack found this place that they teach people, how to run safety measures, I think, with those flight simulators. And I remember at some point, the guy that works there was like, would you like to simulate turbulence? I'm like, no, we're good.
We'll be back soon.
We are now at our last scene at the Chinese restaurant.
It was a challenge from start to end, but super smooth. One for the portfolio for sure.
Thank you. Hopefully see you guys very soon. That's a wrap. Thank you.
3, 2, 1, that's a wrap!